Highlights of this edition: Cần Thơ City Public Security organized the conference to review the half-term implementation of resolutions set for 2020-2025 term. The launching ceremony to respond to Vietnam Health Insurance Day. The meeting on factors in the straw products value chain, jointly held by Cần Thơ City Department of Horticulture and Plant Protection and the International Rice Research Institute. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On July 1st, the Party Committee of Cần Thơ City Public Security organized a conference to review the half-term implementation of resolutions set for 2020-2025 term. Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường came to attend and delivered guidance speech.
In the past half term, the Party Committee of Cần Thơ City Public Security has achieved many remarkable results in implementing the resolution, notably in the fight to suppress crime and social security work to prevent the COVID-19 epidemic cases or hotspots in security, order, and crime were always controlled, making an important contribution to the socio-economic development of the city. The city public security has completed the target of issuing citizen ID-based identity cards and is one of 19 localities that completed the target before the deadline assigned by the Ministry of Public Security.
On July 1st morning, in Ô Upper District, Cần Thơ City Social Insurance organized the launching ceremony to respond to Vietnam Health Insurance Day, July 1st, to propagate and mobilize people to participate in voluntary social insurance, household health insurance in the second phase in 2023. The launching ceremony was held online with all communes, wards, and towns in the city in participation. At the ceremony, Cần Thơ City Social Security highlighted the practicality of social insurance and health insurance for people, thereby outforming the state's welfare policy for people. At the launching ceremony, some hospitals in the city presented 165 health insurance cards to needy people. Vietnam Oil and Gas or Petro Vietnam, he just received the dossier of Ô Môn 3 and 4 power plant project transferred from Electricity of Vietnam or EVN for short.
Representatives of EVN and PVN signed the minutes of handover of a number of contracts related to the project, including planning the dossier of Ô Môn Power Center, dossier of project pre-feasibility study report, feasibility study report profile, and documents relating to capital arrangements and other documents. Ô Môn 3 and 4 power plant projects with a capacity of 10,050 milliwatts each, located in Ô Môn Power Center, Cần Thơ City. This is a component project in the Block B gas and power project chain. The project has an opportunity to be implemented in 2023 to meet the schedule of having the first gas flow by the end of 2026.
In order to encourage customers to actively reduce electricity demand to save electricity, following the government's policy, on July 30th, Cần Thơ City Power Company held a communication conference on electricity saving, load adjustment, customer gratitude. For public lighting customers, a 50% reduction is mobilized. For restaurants, hotels, commercial service facilities, office complexes, and apartment buildings, at least a 55% reduction is mobilized in evening decorative advertising lighting. Industrial production customers are encouraged to minimize the use of equipment and machinery with large power consumption capacity at peak hours. In 2022, Cần Thơ City Power Company mobilized and propagated to save more than 63 million kilowatt-hour of electricity, corresponding to 2.25% of commercial electricity output. Cần Thơ City Department of Horticulture and Plant Protection, in collaboration with the International Rice Research Institute or IRI, on June 30th morning, organized the meeting on factors in the straw products value chain.
At the meeting, area experts introduced activities and objectives of the project promoting innovation in the rice straw value chain in Vietnam, results collected from surveys, market research surveys, difficulties and limitations of biodegradable products and organic fertilizers from straw in provinces and cities in the Mekong Delta. The meeting organizing board spent a lot of time for the groups to discuss the results of the study on the value chain of straw products. These are important moves that contribute to promoting innovations in the rice straw value chain, since then contributing to sustainable agricultural development.
In 2023, Vietnam has a marked growth in the number of international visitors compared to 2022. According to the report from the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, Vietnam welcomed more than 5.5 million international visitors in the first 6 months of the year, reaching about 69% of the annual target of 8 million visitors.
In June alone, the number of international visitors to Vietnam reached over 975,000, up 6.4% over the previous month. The largest numbers of international visitors to Vietnam are South Korea, followed by China, Taiwan, the USA, Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, Cambodia, Thailand, and Australia. The domestic market also increased sharply during the peak month, with 13.5 million and 64 million visitors in the first half. Total revenue from tourists in the first 6 months of the year was estimated at over 343 billion Vietnam dong.
Many years ago, the village lying on the both sides of the Ui Canal Thúc Nộp urban street, Cần Thơ City, was famous for basket making. There was a time when the villagers had to turn on the lights at night to keep up with the delivery of baskets when the rice harvesting season was at its peak. However, in the past 30 years, the village has gradually decreased in the amount of goods made. The craftsmen also gradually switched from large to small baskets to catch up trend. It is also a way for the neighbors to adapt and keep the profession passed down by their fathers.
I've been carrying this for 30 years. I'm 60 years old now. This hamlet used to be named the Basket Hamlet, and now people do a few for sun-dry use. Now almost all people use small or flat baskets. Few people buy large baskets. I also carry little. I carry another. I park my wagon on the driveway, and whoever asks me to carry things, I carry such things. It's my livelihood.
Now there are some houses that make as many as several thousand, some others make a few hundred. My house makes 100 or 200 baskets for sale. In the past, it was cheap, now it is more expensive. Now this basket costs 100,000 Vietnam dong. In the old days, it cost only a few tens of thousands. Everything goes up in price.
After buying them home, bamboo trees must be cut, split into spokes. I cut again, then come knitting. There's one more step to finish a basket. There are lots of work.
It's okay to sit at home in a cool place and make baskets. These are nice. People make a lot, I make a little, and all a little to afford my living. I've been trying to preserve the job, but others have quit.
Our house can be protected from the sun and rain thanks to this job. We have had food and earned our living so far also thanks to it. I can't spare it.
The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in its full attention, please visit our website, Cần Thơ TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.